Hello, once again, this is Mark Ellis with PhotoshopTrainingForum.com, where we show you how to clearly and concisely use Photoshop. Today we're going to look at using the Marquee tool and also the hidden tools. Now you'll notice along here there's these little tiny black arrow thingies at the bottom of each of your tools that you have here. And what these are hidden tools that you can use that are a part of the palette. So you've got more tools than the ones that you see here. And I'm going to show you how to select those. So if you want to just select this tool here, which is called the Marquee tool, it's this little dashed box. If you want to just select that, all you have to do is move your pointer over the workspace and hit the letter M on your keyboard. But first you have to click on the screen. So click on the screen, you will see your little pointer turn to a little black X, and then just hit the M button or the M keyboard button on your keyboard, and you'll see it turns into a crosshair. Now if you hold down your left mouse button and drag and pull your mouse across your mouse pad, you can see that it will select a box for you. And anytime you want to get out of this box, all you have to do is go up and hit select, deselect. So let's do that again. We're going to click, we'll click on this first button here. This is your select tool, so click on that. Then move your pointer over, click on the screen once just to make sure you're in the right mode, and then hit the letter M. It will change it to the Marquee tool. Hold down your left mouse button and drag it across, and that's all you have to do. Now anytime you want to move this area to a different section of the work area, all you have to do is hold down your left mouse button, make sure that your cursor is inside of this area, hold down your left mouse button and drag your mouse, and you can move this thing anywhere you want to. Now the beauty of this is that the Marquee tool will allow you to alter the image just inside of this area here, okay? Just inside. Now, I want to point out something, and it looks like I'm getting a little bit off track, but I want to make sure you understand this. If you go over to your right side and you have your layers palette here, if you have it open, if you don't have your layers palette open, all you have to do is go up to Window, and you will select this button right here and click on it until it has a check mark. And what we'll do is put your layers here. Now you can layer images on top of this, and I'll show you. So I click on that. We're going to get into layers a little bit later, but new layer, hit OK. So we got layer 1 and our background copy. That was the original one we were working on. Click on that. Now that means that you're working on this area here. Now if I click on this layer, I can add another layer to the top of this, and you can alter that. We're going to look at layers later on. But the reason I'm pointing this out is because if you're not selected on the area you're working on, make sure that what section you have that you're working on, you've selected the background area that you're working on, so you know that you can alter that. Because if you have another layer, actually for this all intents and purposes, to get rid of this layer, all you have to do is hold down, click on layer, hold down your left mouse button and drag it down into the garbage. Now we only need one layer right now, okay? So make sure you only have one layer and you're here, because this will get confusing if you try to alter it and nothing happens. Alright, so you hold down your left mouse button, you drag it across, you've selected a certain area on here. Okay. Alright, now we're going to look at a different way of selecting the Marquee tool. And this is pretty easy, and it's pretty cool though. This is the way most people do it. You click on the Marquee tool, and this, of course, we're in the rectangular one, and let's say we want to switch it to the elliptical tool. Click on the button and hold down your left mouse button. Now you'll see another menu open up, and you can drag it through here. So I hold down my left mouse button and I drag it to elliptical Marquee tool, and I let the mouse button up. Guess what? We now have selected the elliptical tool. And just like the square Marquee tool or the rectangular one, we can hold down our left mouse button and drag, and there you have a selected circle. Or you can have an ellipse, whichever way you want to do it. Just hold down your left mouse button and drag it, and that's what you have. So that's just another way of getting into your Marquee tool. Alright, now there is another way of doing this. If you use your Marquee tool a lot, let's go back up and deselect that. We'll get rid of it. Okay, if you use your Marquee tool a lot and you want to go between the rectangular and the circular one, all you have to do is push down on that button. Once again, hit Shift M. If you hold down your Shift button and your M button, you'll notice that it switches back and forth. And this is real handy if you need to switch back and forth between the elliptical tool and the square or rectangular Marquee tool. Alright, One last thing I would like to show you about this, and that is, let's say we have our elliptical tool selected, and we are holding down our left mouse button and we're dragging, and we're going to select a certain area that we want to alter. Okay, so let's say in this case we want to alter an eye here, and we want to change it a little bit. Now I'm just doing this kind of sloppily. I'm not really selecting the eye as perfect as I could, but just for the sake of demonstration, I'm selecting that area. Now, if I don't want to alter that area and I wanted to alter the eye which is on the right hand side, then all I have to do is put my little cursor inside. It automatically changes to that marquee looking type of cursor. See how it changes from the crosshair to the cursor? Okay, hold down your left mouse button and drag the circle over. Now you can alter the other eye instead. And what this is saying is only the area that you have selected will be altered. Okay, and to show you what I'm talking about, it's very simple. Now, remember earlier I said make sure you look at over here. You've got the right layer selected, because if I had another layer on here and I selected that, I would be drawing on the other layer, which is cool. And I'll show you later on why that is. But for right now, we want to alter this picture here. Okay, so I have red color selected, and I'm going to use a brush tool, and I want to alter just the eye part of this. Okay, I want to alter it. So what I can do is I can try to paint. Now, usually when you paint with the paint tool, you're holding down your left mouse button and you're dragging it around like this. Well, you notice nothing's happening. There's nothing going on here. But let's see what happened. This is the area I've selected to alter, though. What happens there? Oh, goodness gracious, look what happened. It changed what was in the middle there of our selected area. And that's how you use the Marquee tool. It's very easy. So that's why it's so great. You can alter just the sections that you selected with it. So we can make this a totally red eye if we want to. Then we'll go hit select, deselect, and he's got a red eye now. See? So that's how you use the Marquee tool, and that's what's so useful about it. We're going to be getting more into the different tools of this palette as we go through this course. So come back again for video number 5, which we will show you how to use Photoshop as clearly and concisely as possible. This has been Mark Elmo Ellis with PhotoshopTrainingForum.com. God bless and have a great day.